There has been a new wrinkle in the story of Jeffrey Epstein. That wrinkle is the possibility that Donald Trump Bill Clinton's dick. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But first, breaking tonight, President Trump and his team are pushing hard on the concept of affordability. The president signed an executive order to get rid of tariffs on a broad swath of commodities, including beef, coffee, and tropical fruits. It is a response to economic concerns that led to Democratic wins in off-year elections. Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy starts us off tonight.
Good evening, Shannon. And good news for travelers. The FAA has just lifted some shutdown-related flight start about.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Posting today
at the top priority.
Taking regulations down so that developers can develop and build.
Bubbles and
Bubbles
ambiguous
and ambiguous and
reports.
reports
Hoping
from
to turn a news segment
Here it is.
about
Jeffrey Epstein on its head.
Posting today,
Epstein was a Democrat,
and he's the
Democrats'
problem,
not the Republicans' problem.
Ramping things up
Further, I will be asking Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice
again?
at the FBI to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's involvement and relationship with Bill Clinton, Larry Summers,
JP
of course, and many other people and institutions to determine what was going on with them and him. This is another Russia scam with all arrows pointing to the Democrats. Some Republicans on the Hill wrote to the president this week, joining Democrats on a petition to compel the Justice Department's release of additional Epstein files. That doesn't mean those Republicans believe President Trump was an Epstein accomplice.
Do you think President Trump has something to hide here? I don't because I believe the women.
The Attorney General,
a lot of the women say that he wasn't involved.
President Trump's social post alleging that there were some Democratic ties to Jeffrey Epstein has now announced a new investigation into those allegations. It's going to be led by Manhattan U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton, and she says that his new investigation will be led with both urgency and integrity. Janet.
All right, Peter Ducey at the White House.
Hunter Biden is applying the logic of his experience as a crack addict. Fucking days.
Case file unearthing new and incredibly revealing
I told you he's going to run for
Jeffrey
president.
Epstein and his opinions of Donald Trump.
I told you.
Someone that Epstein once called his closest friend for 10 years. The emails and text messages show that Epstein continued to be focused on Trump when he became president, questioning his sanity, psychoanalyzing him as someone who feels alone and might, quote, crack, even suggesting, without explanation in one email, quote, I am the one able to take him down.
So he's saying this about Donald Trump? What the fuck?
Obviously, in the context of all of this, you want to know more there, but we don't have the context. The two men, of course,
How do you not have
were
it?
once extremely close. Several associates of both of them have told us.
I feel like it's pretty obvious what happened, right? I mean, like, they were friends and then they had a falling out. That's obviously what happened.
That they were the best of friends. Andrew Kaczynski of K-File is out front now with his new
Yeah,
reporting.
pretty
And
fucking
Andrew,
obvious.
you actually went through, and it's a lot. You know, you can get document dump like this.
Yeah.
You can word search, which actually was not easy in these documents because they were scanned.
Yeah, the Elon, yeah.
But then you have to really try to read them. And you read through thousands of pages. What did you find?
That's right, Aaron. And after going through thousands of these newly released emails, there's a few things that quickly became clear to all of us. One is that Epstein kept bringing up Donald Trump long after Trump said their friendship had ended. His private comments about Trump.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's such an abstract thing to say, right? Because if you're saying that he brought up Trump after the relationship had ended, does that mean that he's talking about new things, or if he's talking about Trump in general? I think that's a misleading statement.
For the most part, remarkably negative.
Stop defending Pedo Don. Well, I just want evidence of it. That's all. Yeah, I just want evidence. I want the same thing that you do. I want all this information to come out, and I want anybody who was involved in this to go forever. So I don't care whether it's Republicans, Democrats, independents, white people, black people, men, women. I don't really care. I just want to see everybody go to jail. So it doesn't matter to me, like, whether it is. But can't you see that, like, whenever you play these language tricks and you manipulate what's being said, you're running into a problem here. You're doing that. I want the swamp drained? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what a lot of people voted for. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person who feels this way. I don't think that I am. I think actually most people do. Is that this is a bipartisan issue. I don't care who it affects.
And he sort of often cast himself as someone who understood the former president's mindset. Now, in messages in 2017 and 2018, he described him as, quote, acting crazy. They're speculating he might have early dementia, called him a maniac, borderline insane. There's something where he shared with mob officer, something where somebody messaged him and said, Trump is truly stupid, to which he replied, duh. So, you know, one of the...
So he just sitting there chatting shit in email about Donald the whole time while he's the president.
Emails that we found that was very interesting was this one, Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, in which Epstein harshly described Trump, writing, quote, I have met some very bad people, none as bad as Trump, not one decent cell in his body, so yes, dangerous.
And who's saying this? Jeffrey Epstein. Okay.
Another we found seemingly talked to Trump was a 2019 exchange in which a contact wrote, just met your friend POTUS, and he responded back, see if you still have your wallet.
To be fair, that's kind of funny.
And this one where he discusses his view of how Trump was handling the Russia investigation. Epstein wrote, your world does not understand how dumb he really is. He will blame everyone around him for the bad results.
I mean, it's really incredible when you go through this, right? And you realize how... You know,
so he just turned into a generational hater. So they must... You know what? This actually makes me think that they were actually pretty good friends. Because there's no way you're going to be emailing somebody years after the fact still mauling out over it unless you guys used to be boys. Yeah. I-dubs and Trade Street? Yeah.
Right, just the frequency with which Trump's name mentioned he was the subject.
The original TDS? Yes,
Trump,
bro. He was patient zero for TDS. Exactly.
Obviously has never been accused by law enforcement of any wrongdoing, and it's important to always note that when we're talking about this. But the emails do suggest that Trump was a recurring fixation for Epstein, right? He keeps talking about him. He keeps analyzing him. What kind of insight did Epstein claim to have into Trump, Andrew? And I say that in the context of the fact that we know for many years the two men were very close.
Yeah, but like obviously he didn't. Like Epstein clearly doesn't think that about Trump, because if he did, he wouldn't have been friends with him for all those years. So like, and then also like, oh, he just kicked you out of his club and now he doesn't like you anymore. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like maybe it's true, but like I certainly wouldn't take his word for it.
Very close. Trump had said
Let's
in
be
that New York
honest.
Magazine article where he called him a quote terrific guy that they had been. He'd known him for 15 years at that point, 50,000, so going all the way back to and what we see in these messages, they talk about Epstein as if he was someone he had special insight to, if he understood how Trump thought in a way other people didn't. He described Trump as impulsive, isolated, in his own words, quote, nuts and dangerous. Take a look at this 2018 email where they're discussing this Daily Beast story that suggested that Trump was having a mental breakdown. He wrote, "He feels alone and is nuts," using 3 exclamation points. I told everyone from day one, evil beyond belief, mad.
I mean, this looks like your grandma got on Facebook and is talking about Obama, thinking that he's still the president. Really? This is some straight up fucking boomer language. What is this, grammar? Yeah, the guy. I mean, like, really, if I read somebody, like, if somebody typed this into my chat, I would be like, uh-oh, guys, we've got a retard. It's a big idiot here.
And most thought I was speaking metaphorically. It's obvious he could crack Stormy Daniels lies after lies after lies. He wrote in another exchange, he offered this assessment to someone who maybe was looking for insight into him. Donald is close to no one. He talks to many people. He tells each one someone.
That's kind of like, I don't know, that kind of goes hard, right? But like, he's close to no one. Well, if he's close to no one, then I guess then you weren't close to him, right? If you're saying this.
Something different. Now, Aaron, it's going to be, we'll still have to see, are these emails going to change anything politically, but that vote is coming up next week where the House is going to report.
They've got to release these files, man. They do. They have to release these files. Like, it doesn't matter who's in them. It doesn't matter what happens politically. This has to come out.
Or vote on releasing the Epstein files.
It's crazy that there's even a single person, there's anybody who's against it. It's a shock.
With the Senate and be signed by the president. So this isn't going away.
You got a generational pedo talking shit about me. Probably a good thing.
More revelations keep happening.
Yeah, we will. And Garcia making it clear they're going to go back to the Epstein estate if for any reason Trump's called for investigation, stymies
they put so much trust in a pedo. No, you're right. And like, I think that you're absolutely, like, I would not look at Jeffrey Epstein. I know this sounds crazy. I would not look at Jeffrey Epstein as a reliable narrator, okay? Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, Jeffrey Epstein said this, that means it must be true. Probably not. So, yeah, but at the same time, it's worth taking into account, it's worth reading and listening to, but I wouldn't just believe it.
At the DOJ. K-File, Andrew Kaczynski, thank you so much. LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman just responding to President Trump's demand that he be investigated for his alleged involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Hoffman saying the move was a, quote, obvious ploy to delay release of the Epstein files, writing Trump should release all of the Epstein files, every person and every document in the files. Hoffman wrote in a thread on X. Later, the call for an investigation is an obvious ploy to avoid releasing the files. Simply release all the files and expose the people who had both deep and ongoing relationships with Epstein.
I agree with that, by the way. I think that they should just release them. And if people get killed, or not killed, like if people are in the crossfire of this and their collateral damage, like somebody gets put out there and it's like their name and, they didn't do anything wrong, too bad. Too bad. That's what happens. Don't care.
Now, this is very significant. Coming
Yeah,
as
release them back on the victims' names and release all. Yeah, that's my outlook. Release everything and just redact victims. That's it. What are the chances it's so bad that it can actually stop the world economy? Very low.
Does after Trump earlier today had come out and said that he wanted an investigation from his own DOJ into several individuals, all of whom were Democrats with deep Democratic ties. Reid Hoffman is the founder of LinkedIn and one of the biggest Democratic donors out there. Trump had repeatedly said he wanted an investigation into Hoffman already, along with George Soros. Also mentioning Larry Summers and J.P. Morgan, as well as Bill Clinton in his list. Pam Bondi immediately acquiesced and said she would do the investigation. Kristen Holmes is back with us. But Kristen, you know, you hear Reid Hoffman coming out, posting this online with his response, and Trump now answering questions on the Epstein emails, like this big treasure trove that came out in the past 24 hours or 48 hours, thousands of pages.
What if the operation was so huge that it's still ongoing and releasing all the files will let people off and screw up the investigation? I don't believe that. I mean, it's been 6 years since the guy died. So, like, what are we doing? Like, you're telling me that after 6 years, we haven't been able to find a single person? Like, come on, what's going on here?
His name is in them.
I don't know, guys.
Congressman Garcia just said his name is in them more than anyone else's that Trump mentioned. So what is Trump saying now?
Well, Trump's name being in the files doesn't mean he did anything wrong. Like, Epstein is crashing out about Trump and they're not even friends anymore. So are you counting all the times that he's complaining about Donald Trump in his emails? Like, after they had already broken up, basically? Like, what is it? Like, it's so dishonest. Just release the files, we'll figure out who the weirdos are, and arrest them. Like, the games that these people play are just so dishonest. It's unbelievable.
Well, the president has been answering questions about all of this, essentially saying that he believes that they need to, they being the Department of Justice, uncover all of the different relationships between Epstein and these various individuals. Obviously, Reid Hoffman, one of them, Larry Summers, one of them, Bill Clinton. I do think we just need to make it very clear that these investigations have already happened, not necessarily just into these individuals, but into Epstein as a whole, and ties he had to a lot of prominent people. And these investigations that actually happened in the Southern District of New York found that they couldn't charge anyone else. And of course, this goes
I think that's bullshit. I do. I think it's bullshit. And here's one of the reasons why I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit because new stuff keeps coming out. New stuff keeps coming out after they said they released everything. So how is it that new stuff keeps getting released after you already said you released everything? What's that?
We have been discussing, which is, how can you say that this is a hoax, but then call for an investigation into a hoax?
Yeah,
exactly. I do want to note one other thing, Aaron, because we have been talking about this extensively, and just a reminder, I asked Carolyn Levitt about this in particular, and she said to get back to me, and we never did, which was about this MRI that President Trump said that he had. Now, I know this is a separate topic, but I do think it's really important because we've been covering it so closely, and we've never gotten answers from the White House on this. Essentially, he says that he doesn't know why he got an MRI. He was asked about it again, and then said that it was part of a routine checkup. Well, part of the reason that we've been pushing for answers on this MRI is because an MRI is not part of a routine checkup in general. And so now he's saying it's part of that kind of routine checkup, that he doesn't know why he got it. But again, this doesn't really give us the answers that we have been asking.
It doesn't give you the answer that you want. That's what I think is going on. He escalates his ongoing feud with Asmongold. Hey, Asmongold, read your DMs, you lazy shit, or else stop talking about me like a bitch. Okay, let's read it. Give me a minute. All right, I'm gonna find it. It didn't even go on my message request. It went in my spam request. Okay. I'm reading it. Okay. He says I'm misinformed. He says he was never banned from Twitch. He closed the channel himself. So it says it's been closed by the user. Why did he close it? So did he get banned? So he got unbanned and he closed it. So he, wait a minute. So, and I'm not going to read everything he said, obviously, because, I'm not going to leak DMs. I mean, he wants to talk to me. Man, I really gotta, I gotta think about this.
Video is going to be about.
I mean,
oh no, I changed.
I hate interacting with people, but this is a content opportunity. This is a pretty big one.
What?
It's watching live.
Oh, they do. They were talking about
So
because
this is those teams here in the middle of the night.
Do you mean live on stream or off stream? We'll see what he says, right? And I don't know. And on stream, yeah, I don't know. This way, he's using this way to save his time with your platform. You act like that's a problem for me. You guys might not really understand the way that I think about things, but so I know that there are people that are using me in some cases, but if I think that I'm getting something out of it, I don't really care. That doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's fine. And so DSP, his ongoing feud. So he did tweet about me. They call me DSP. The king is ready for the fall gaming season. Hey, Asmongold, read your XDMs, you lazy shit. Or else stop talking about me like a bitch. Oh, damn. He called you a bitch? You have to farm that content? He gave it. No, it's fine. Is it weird? I grew up on the internet. Somebody insults me, and I'm just like, okay. I don't even think about it. Let's see. Chill and positive as always. Jesus, this is like watching two roaches fight over a churro. Oh my god. But you said you weren't talking about who you were whenever you were pearl clutching. Well, we'll see what he says, right? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out. The detractors don't bother me. Also, Phil, well, we'll have to see what happens, guys. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I don't want to promise anything, okay? This could be pretty funny, but I don't want to promise anything. However, this does look pretty exciting. I'll certainly say that. And you see Side Game settle a lawsuit with Konami over Uma Musume? No, I didn't see that at all, actually. I didn't see it anywhere. Please treat this as some WWE fight. Well, okay. Okay, all right. Because I am committed to putting on a show. If DSP wants to talk on stream, I will do it.
Okay.
I will do it. And I usually don't do this. I actually hate talking to people. But this is so ridiculous that I will make a one-time exception. Okay? And yeah, I will do it. If he wants to come on my stream and explain how I was wrong, and you're gonna be able to do it in front of everybody. You can do it live in front of everybody here. What if he wants it to be on his channel and not yours? Well, I mean, it could be on both of our channels. He could go live at the same time. That's fine. Yeah, I don't care. It's up to him. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to upload it himself, go ahead. Sure. Not a problem to me. Yep, sure. Not an issue at all. He tweeted at 5 a.m. It's at 2 a.m. It says 2 a.m. And so he was sitting there up. So he was up late. Wait a minute. Was he up late watching my videos about
me? Like, and it's all through the night. There's no free thought into it. It's just react.
Yeah. He was up late watching my videos about it. And
overthinking everything.
I guess that's what happened. Yeah. I guess that's what it is. Yeah. Has there been a number?
Exactly. Yeah. And even Aiden's fucking steering.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess we'll see what happens. If he responds to this, then we'll go from there. Person in yellow coat is thrilled to get a gift of Mao's Little Red Book in China. 75 million dead civilians. Oh, no. There's a small one. Chat. Oh, no. There's a small one. It's the first. Wait. Is that a Bible? You know that's Little Red Book? Yeah. The Little Red Book? The Little Red Book? Okay. Oh my god. Important in the Bible. Yep. Uh-huh. Especially here. I know. Is that right? That's crazy. Wow. The Red Book. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what it's about. I have no idea. Can you imagine if I did that? Like, let's say somebody gifted me a book of, like, fucking The Art of the Deal or, like, Mein Kampf, and I did that? Oh, my God. Like, that would just be... People would be talking about that on the... Like, around the whole world. Can you imagine that? Oh, wow! What? And he wrote it himself? No way!
China is just another country, just like any other country. There's good, there's bad, there's criticisms that you can make, which I do. And also, there's a lot of good. The people are great. The food is amazing, the culture is amazing.
Okay.
And I am very fortunate. I'm very fortunate to be able to actually experience it firsthand, right? But of course, all the foreign affairs people who are aware of me, are not very fond of my. They're not very fond of my.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Right.
Hassan Piker slowly becoming the new Jackson Hinkle, doing Chinese propaganda for a living. Insane.
Oh.
Yeah, it's stuff like this.
Oh God, we're back to Hassan, yeah.
It's stuff like this that I find to be so strange. Because
Why would you think this is strange? Why would you be confused by this? I mean, isn't it obvious the reason why people are criticizing it? I mean, it's so obvious. But we all know this. Everybody knows this. Like, what is going on here? Is that his real voice? I don't know. Like, it's just he's drunk. Maybe he's drunk. I have no. This time, because Aisha Speed doesn't spend 8 hours a day talking about how horrible America is for X, Y, and Z, and then do a country that does X, then go to a country and say how great it is, and the country does X, Y, and Z. That's the difference, is that Speed isn't a political commentator who, like, for example, like, I'll tell you right now, I would go to China. I would go to China for fucking sure. I would go to China. And you know what? Any of that, oh yeah, well, they have people in camps and everything. Well, I already wanted to go. You don't have to convince me to go anymore, right? Like, that's the way I see it. Okay? You won't? Maybe not, right? I have to make sure they're not going to put me in a fucking camp, because I've said negative things about China in the past. But anyway, you should. Yeah, sure. But either way, my opinion is that, like, obviously, you know, like, I don't really give a shit about that stuff, but I feel like people have criticized even me for doing that. But, like, if you're the kind of person that puts out their opinions on things for a living, and then you go to a country that is antithetical to a lot of those opinions, you're going to see, and then talk about how great it is, then you're going to have people that are upset about it. Like, absolutely. 100%.
Like, you should be able to go to countries, okay? Like, there is no comparison between China and, like, Israel, for example. You know what I mean?
What about? I wonder, what is he? What do you think would have happened to Palestine if Israel, or sorry, if Hamas had done that on October 7th to Chinese people? What do you think would have happened to Palestine if they had done that to China? Man. Wow.
Like, nobody gives me this much grief when I go to Japan.
Duh. Duh. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is like, you know, I took a sponsor for, I'm trying to think, like, I took a sponsor from Big Tobacco for Marlboro, and nobody got mad at me whenever I took a sponsor from, you know, Whole Foods. Like, what is it? Like, it's obvious. I don't even understand how somebody can be this disconnected. I really don't understand it. Yeah. Wow.
Like, nobody's like, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've traveled to Japan and you love. Oh God, this guy's mentality is so stupid. Three people with almost identical foreign policy.
Yeah. Hassan, Nick, and Jackson. Yeah, of course, right? I think he's pointing out Japan did war crimes in World War II. Well, I mean, Japan did something. Like, so what? Every country's done something bad in the past. I mean, like, oh wow, like that's so terrible. The thing that matters is what's happening right now. I mean, going to a country and then being like, oh, but they did this one bad thing a long time ago. Well, that's stupid, right? I mean, that's not what they're doing right now. It's very clear that Japan doesn't do that anymore, etc. We nuke them. Yeah, exactly. And so that's really what the difference is. I mean, Japan and China are not the same focus at all. I mean, that's really just that simple.
Oh my God. Finished PhD candidate? Oh my God. Why is NatSeg Twitter like this? I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. And so people are pretty upset about this. And let me see if I can find China. Hassan defends China against anti-LGBTQ allegations. Oh boy. Another one.
Why China block gay dating apps? I don't think that's...
Why did they block gay dating apps?
Why China block gay dating apps? I don't think that's true. I think you saw that on Twitter. I don't know if that's true.
I think you just saw that on Twitter. Meanwhile, Twitter, 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 Twitter. It's all Twitter. Wait, what? You can't just go on Twitter and look for news. I mean, come on.
Chatter, this is exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
If you get your notes from Twitter,
yeah.
Which, by the way,
you're on Twitter right now. I think he just realized it, by the way. I think he just realized, wait a minute, this sounds kind of dumb because I'm on Twitter right now.
Like, you'll see, we're about to go to Chengdu. What's really funny about this is, like, China's gay as hell. Like, just watch the stream and you will see.
I think that there's probably a lot of people, like, this is what I assume, and I've heard the same thing about other countries that, you know, where, like, homosexuality is illegal, where there are people that are, like, relatively open gay, but it's more or less an open secret. Where, like, it's very different than in the United States, where it's, like, openly seen, celebrated, and validated. Whereas over there, it might be, you know, I guess, like, passively tolerated, because they know that a lot of people are just like that, but they don't necessarily, you know, let anybody go and do that, right? Tolerance and acceptance? Yeah, exactly, right?
Austin's been on the apps. That's so funny. There is, like, I mean, it's true.
It's true. Wait.
Apple removes Chinese gay dating apps on government order.
Just look at it.
Okay, but that's Apple. Polluted.
Oh, God. Okay.
Finka, two of China's most popular gay dating apps, suddenly disappeared from Apple's Chinese App Store, fanning fears among LGBTQ people. Dude.
That's
Apple.
It's Apple, yeah. What is that?
This happened
like
yesterday?
Yeah, 3 days ago.
Okay, I'm gonna go ask people if it's, like, still available on Huawei. Because guess what?
Yeah?
Not everything you read in news media is as it seems, is all I'm saying when it comes to stuff like this. Especially considering...
I feel like it's pretty simple, right? Like, it's pretty simple. What is it? Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, not everything is real to comply with government order. I mean, I don't know, guys.
That even the likes of Newsweek, for example,